Welcome to Monkey and Frank. My name is Do, my body's Dom, and this is Mufasa the cat. If you hear him purr or meow, he just rushed in and wanted to be part of this podcast. Yeah, man, what an interesting day. First off, Ramdas, um, sorry, the other one. I smoke cannabis. Whatever. Ramdas, you are the man. I mean, what you contributed in this lifetime when it comes to the knowledge of the soul, and I'm going through it like word by word. Everything you were saying is resonating with me so much. It was so cool because after Peru, when I came back, I was listening to you all the time, and then I was on an up and up, and I remember going through the Dark Night of the Soul, and I was listening to you explaining the Dark Night of the Soul, and I cried and I cried, and that was a turning point in my life. After that, I met some friends, and everything started to go on the up and up. I felt love for the first time. I felt self-love. I felt like the voice inside of my head, all the voices, all of them were finally validated as not me. Finally, I was free of the guilt of all of my thoughts. Seriously, man, that was hardcore. You, ayahuasca, cannabis, the powers of all of you guys, people, and everybody that is just contributing to consciousness, in the name of God or in the name of something greater. Never mind, like God is you. So even if you do it for yourself, if you do it in honor, purity, honesty, fucking go right ahead. So Ramdas, thank you. Thank you so much for that. The other one is Alllen Watts, my friend. I've judged you at the beginning. It was so cool re-listening to you today. At the beginning, when I was listening to you, I remember your knowledge just blew me away. Like, I knew, even before going to Peru, I was listening to you a little bit, and you were making sense. But then when I came back, you were making a lot of sense. And the Tao, and my brother from Ayahuasca that was in the bed beside me was so into Mother and the Tao, and his knowledge of religion, spirituality was so great that I feel like I just absorbed all of his knowledge. So thank you, Morgan. I have to thank you so much. Alllen. So Alllen, I was listening to your knowledge at the beginning of my journey, and what a beauty. But when I learned that you had passed away because of alcoholism, I judged you. I was like, because I was going through the cannabis kind of confusion of, am I a drug addict? What is going on? What is this addiction, and why am I addicted? And the trauma, and I was thinking that maybe you had trauma, maybe you were drinking because of X, Y, and Z. But today, as I was listening to you and you were inside of me, it was amazing. I saw that your alcoholism was in honor of the human experience. It's like one of the most human experience thing you can do, like really alcoholism or drugs or whatever, but doing it in a free, Taoist way where, I can't imagine. Your life must have been interesting, full of ups and downs and ups and downs and the extremity of both. And ooh, I can just imagine. So thank you. Oh my God, was it a beautiful experience listening to you. Yeah, yeah, the Tao. When I close my eyes and I just see the gold and I am, it really reminds me of Ram Dass and Alllen Watts. You are an inspiration. And Mother is the one that really solidified. I was thinking of Ram Dass. At the end, when I was listening to his interviews, you could see that he was trying to explain how much suffering a stroke caused and is causing on a daily moment. Because his friend, what's his name? the one with the podcast. So cool. He was talking to him, and you could see that Ram Dass was suffering, and he was trying to say the suffering, and in his trying to say it, he would say something like, and then there's pain, and then he would take his moment, and he would take a long pause, and then he would say, but then, it's like you always go back and forth. And Ram Dass today was explaining of the human experience of once you're really spiritually awakened, meaning you really, really believe that your awareness will continue after death, and there is no doubt about it. You've seen and felt love. You know what friendship is all about, and you know how love works, and as well you've got a grasp on your inner monologue, on your inner thoughts, on your inner archetypes, your inner emotions, and just not necessarily in control, but you know that they are not you. You know that all of this is an illusion, and that the inside, the outside is all one, and you're always one with everybody. And I've seen it in my own heart as when I meet a stranger, I don't even want to call them a stranger, when I meet another fellow human soul, and I really see, and I see in them things that I don't like, and I really see myself with those features, with those things that I don't like, and I can picture myself, like really feel it. It just comes automatically, how it would feel to have this feature. I call it wearing somebody else's face, wearing somebody else's features, and I can feel it right away, because I think this is an ability that we can all do. Put it ourselves in somebody else's shoe. That is incredible. But anyways, when I see somebody else, I put their face on, and right away it just makes me love them with all of my heart. And because of COVID, I really don't practice it a lot. I only, and even then I need to practice, so I need to practice it. It's just such a cool thing. If you have a chance, experience it. It's crazy weird, especially if you have developed your self-love and you really are comfortable at looking at yourself, meaning looking at somebody else's eyes without shying away no matter what, because you understand that, who cares? If the other person would kill you right there and then, your awareness will continue, and it just meant to be. I really, really, really believe, like Alllen was saying today, that no matter what decision I do it here and now. Like, you cannot plan for any decisions, because the more you plan, you're going to plan, and then when it comes time to make the decision, you're just going to make the decision, and you might even flip, and then you'd be like, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or whatever. Seriously, life is a journey. Like, beautiful journey. Oh man. But I wanted to continue on the idea of, as well, being in control of your mind by seeing that every voice inside of you is not you, and to surrender to that idea. Like Ram Dass was talking about his imaginary friend, this and that, and he had great knowledge. And it is true that, just like when I take my cold shower and I talk to the cold, seriously, the cold is so honorable, so righteous, but righteous in a good way. Like, it just who he is. Like, he's so masterful, he's so old, and no bullshit. It will give you the answer that is real, even the answer that you don't want. And when you do that with, let's say, Jesus, that's another thing that Ram Dass brought in mind. Like, the relationship with the Jesus archetype is powerful. And for a while, when I came back from Peru, I thought I needed to find my king, as if I needed to empower, as if all of the archetypes that were inside of me, I could empower them. But it doesn't work like that. They're helping me. They're cooperating with me. They're growing with me. I'm honoring them, and they're honoring me, because we're doing the work together. So it's really something special when you can awaken to your insanity or to just something greater, and to be proud of it, and to, not be a sheep kind of thing. It's what a beautiful thing. Oh, the relationship with cannabis. Is it that time? Is it that time to talk about it? So, I have failed for the last 2 days. I've been trying to be clean, and every time at around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I start thinking about it. And then by the time the day ends, and then I do it. And I can see that I'm not doing it in the most ceremonial way, and that's where I'm getting caught. And today I decided that when I will do it, I will listen to spirituality. I will do the work of looking at myself, at growing, and not turning to a show that I cannot bring spirituality in. I've been more and more doing entertainment that does not require me to be with God or Mother, because there's some shows I like. Lately I've been listening to Australia Addicts Australia or something like that, and it goes through the lives of maybe 7 addicts of different variety, because I wanted to face my addiction of cannabis. Like, why am I compulsed, right, to smoke it, even though I am doing the Taoist way of flowing and really not resisting what life is bringing me, and instead looking at it, because these experiences, no matter what happens, I'm doing them, and I want to honor the process of growth, and the idea that it is a fluctuation of, some days is good, some days is bad, some days is good. Nobody's gonna have amazing days all the time. Like, there's a balance. For a while when I was young, I had such happiness. I really remember and thank my memory and God for the fact that I had a beautiful childhood. Like, I remember the free-spirited feeling. That's something like in my heart. That free-spirited feeling of having no commitment, no worries, no thinking of when to eat, when to go to nothing. Just play, just is. Thank you. Oh man, I feel so blessed. But yeah, the insanity. Ram Dass talks about it. Alan Watts talks about it. I'm sure Eckhart Tolle. I'm not I don't listen a lot to his stuff, other than he has awakened, and Here and Now is all that is. It's amazing. Totally amazing. So the cannabis, huh? What am I going to do? I am one. But I do want to get sober, and my wife and I have made a plan, and I will go with it, because I do want to see myself. And no matter what, when I do go back to Peru, whenever that is, I want to be so clean of cannabis, because I want ayahuasca to do all of the work for me to get to the next level, whatever that is. I might fly. I think I'm going to be able to fly. I'm kidding. I don't know nothing. This was interesting. What a cool podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I love you with all my heart and soul. Yeah, I'm going to go do the Wim Hof breathing. Wim Hof for life.